Welcome to Dark Rule Stories, where every rule exists for a reason. Break it and face what should never be found. They told me the rule the first evening I moved back home. Not announced, not explained, just stated like weather. After dusk, my uncle said, not looking up from the tractor manual, "You don't step into the cornfield." I waited for more for some reason, a joke, anything, but he only turned the page. The paper rasped loud in the quiet kitchen. Outside, the cicadas were already warming up, their noise bleeding through the open window. The cornfield bordered our property on three sides. Tall, dense rows that leaned inward like they were always listening. I'd run through those fields as a kid, stealing ears of corn, hiding from my cousins. Back then it was just plants and dirt and summer heat. "Is this about pesticides?" I asked. My aunt set a cup of tea in front of me a little too hard. "It's about respect." "For what?" She finally met my eyes. "For the rule." That was how people spoke around here now. As if the rule existed on its own, separate from the field, separate from them. Later, as the sun slid down and painted the sky the color of rusted metal, I stood on the back porch and watched the corn change. Shadows filled the spaces between the stalks, turning neat rows into dark corridors. The wind passed through, and the field answered in a low, steady whisper. I noticed something then, something small, but wrong. There were paths between the rows, not animal paths. Straight ones, clean, like someone had been walking there regularly. Behind me, the porch door creaked. "Don't," my uncle said quietly. I wasn't going to. He stepped beside me, eyes fixed on the field. "You hear things after dark, voices that sound familiar. They're not." The wind shifted. For just a moment, I thought I heard my name soft, drawn out from somewhere deep inside the corn. I took a step closer to the edge. My uncle's hand closed around my wrist. "That's how it starts," he said. His grip wasn't tight, but it was firm enough to stop me. "Starts how?" I asked. He didn't answer right away. The field rustled again, the sound sliding over itself like dry paper being folded. My name didn't come again, but the silence that followed felt deliberate, like something holding its breath. "People think the rule is about safety," my uncle said at last. "They think it's superstition. That's easier. And the truth?" He let go of my wrist. "The truth is the corn remembers." I laughed under my breath, more out of nerves than humor. "Remembers what?" "People," my aunt said from behind us. I hadn't heard her step onto the porch, the ones who don't listen. That night sleep came in thin, broken pieces. Every time the wind picked up, the stalks scraped together, and my mind filled in the gaps. Footsteps, movement, purpose. Around midnight I heard it clearly. "Come here." My voice. I sat up in bed, heart hammering. The sound hadn't come from inside my head. It had come through the open window, carried on the air from the direction of the field. I crossed the room slowly and looked out. Moonlight washed over the corn, silvering the tops of the stalks. The straight paths I'd seen earlier were more visible now, stretching deep into the field like veins. "Just a trick," I whispered. The voice came again, closer this time. "You forgot something." I hadn't. Still, my hand found the window latch before I realized what I was doing. From the far edge of the field, something moved. Not fast, not slow. The stalks parted in a way wind couldn't manage, bending aside as if making room. I stepped back. The house creaked as someone moved down the hallway. A door opened. Light spilled out, and my uncle's silhouette filled the doorway. "You hear it too," he said, not asking. I nodded. He didn't turn on more lights, didn't raise his voice. "This is why we don't go out there. It doesn't chase, it invites." The movement in the field stopped. Then very carefully, it began again, this time tracing one of the paths straight toward our fence. My uncle closed the window with shaking hands. "Morning makes it forget," he said. "But night reminds it." I stared at the dark glass, my reflection pale and unsure. "And if someone goes in?" I asked. He exhaled slowly. Then the field remembers them forever. Morning didn't feel like relief, it felt like a pause. Sunlight flattened the cornfield, robbed it of its depth. From the kitchen window, the rows looked harmless again, just plants standing where plants always had. No paths, no dark corridors, no sense of intention. My uncle noticed me watching. "It won't show itself now," he said. "It never does." "So the rule only works if you believe in it?" I asked. He shook his head. "The rule works whether you believe or not." That afternoon I walked the fence line with him. The wire was old but carefully maintained, posts sunk deep into the soil. Every few feet, small scraps of red cloth were tied in knots. "So what are those for?" I asked. "To mark where people stopped," he said. I followed. His gaze. On the other side of the fence, the ground was packed down in a narrow strip, darker than the rest, like someone had stood there for a long time, or many people. "Has anyone broken the rule recently?" I asked. He hesitated, not willingly. That evening, just before dusk, a truck pulled into the driveway. I recognized it immediately. Sam. I hadn't seen him since we were teenagers, before I left town. He climbed out, smiling, waving like nothing had changed. "Good timing," he said. "I was hoping you'd be back." We ate together, talked about small things, jobs, weather, who'd moved away, who hadn't. No one mentioned the cornfield, until Sam did. "Still can't go in after dark?" he asked, grinning. That rule always scared the hell out of me. My aunt's fork stopped mid-air. Sam noticed. "What?" "It's not a story anymore," she said. Sam laughed, then stopped when no one joined him. "You're serious?" The sun dipped low, shadows stretched. The air thickened, heavy with that same whispering hush. "I just want to see it," Sam said. "That's all." My uncle stood. "You'll leave. Now." Sam pushed back his chair. "Relax. I'm not a kid." Outside, the first cicada screamed. From the field, something answered. Soft, familiar. "Sam." He froze. We all heard it. And this time it wasn't my voice. Sam swallowed. That's just someone messing around. But his eyes were locked on the darkening rows, his body already leaning toward them. I stood too. "Sam, don't." The voice came again, closer, warmer. "I'm right here." The fence began to hum, wire vibrating like it had been touched. Sam took one step toward the back door. No one moved to stop him, because this was the moment the rule was made for. The back door opened before anyone could reach him. Cool air rushed in, carrying the smell of crushed leaves and damp soil. The cornfield loomed just beyond the fence, rows already swallowing the last light of day. "Sam," my uncle said, voice low and steady. "Listen to me. Whatever you think you hear, it's not who you think it is." Sam didn't turn around. His face had gone slack, eyes unfocused, like he was listening to someone standing inches away. "I know that voice," he said. "I'd know it anywhere." The fence hummed again, louder now. One of the red cloth markers fluttered violently, not tightening as if pulled by invisible fingers. From inside the field, the stalks parted, not all at once, slowly, carefully, making a path. The voice spoke again. "You came back." Sam stepped onto the porch. I grabbed his arm. He was cold, not clammy cold like he'd been standing outside for hours already. "Sam," I whispered, "look at me." For a second he did. Fear flickered there, sharp and real. Then the whisper rose, layered now, more than one voice, overlapping, familiar tones stitched together. My aunt shut her eyes. My uncle let out a sound I'd never heard from him before, something broken. Sam pulled free. He didn't run. He didn't struggle. He walked calm and certain, straight to the fence. The wire sagged inward as he touched it, opening just enough. The corn welcomed him. Stalks bent aside as he passed, closing neatly behind him. The path disappeared. The humming stopped. Silence settled, thick and final. We waited until full dark, until the cicadas faded, until the field became just a field again. No one went after him. The next morning the fence stood straight. The red cloth nearest the back door had a new knot tied into it. My aunt added another cup to the table at breakfast. Then she took it away. No one spoke. That evening, as the sun leaned low, I stood on the porch again. The cornfield whispered softly, endlessly. I heard something then faint, familiar. My name. I stepped back before anyone could touch my wrist, because now I understood the rule. It wasn't there to protect us from the cornfield. It was there to protect the cornfield from remembering too much. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe. And if you carry a story you want told, email me at darkrulestories@gmail.com.